Is modern dating so hard for women?
Because boys be cheating.
Why do you feel that way?
Because I've witnessed it, I've seen it, and it is true. Like,
how is it true? Give me an example.
I hate to say it, but all men are the same.
Huh? How are all men the same?
Because when they like what they see, they go after it, whether you are in a relationship or not.
You don't think a dissatisfied woman would do the same thing?
Women.
I just love how every time these street interviews, they ask these people some like random questions that are very general, right? And they always have the strongest views. They always go out there and say, yes, I'm telling you, this is what it is. That's it, right? Then they ask them a simple third grade question that can derail any argument whatsoever. They're like, oh, and it just destroys the whole argument. If your entire logic and argument can be destroyed by a third grade question, that's a huge problem.
How do you feel about most women chasing like the top percentage of men?
I think most women don't chase men. I think most women are just trying to live their life, and if you think that they are trying to chase men, then you are a little narcissistic.
No, I mean like 80% of women are chasing like the top 10% of men.
I don't know. I think people just live their lives, and I think if you think about people in percentages and numbers, it can get messy.
Yeah, that's real like vegan energy here. See, the thing is, people don't understand that statistics and numbers, there are numbers that represent recorded events, which means that it's true and it does happen. You can't just be like, oh, people live their life, whatever, who cares, whatever. I mean, whatever. I mean, that's not how it works, man. These recorded events matter. Now, here's the thing. This might not be the perfect person to actually interview. Maybe they just didn't feel like it because they obviously just didn't want to answer it correctly. Just wanted to answer it with some weird wishy-washy kind of thing.
Here with? Come here.
Kirsty Evans.
How old are you?
35.
All right. Can I ask you a question? What is your most wild experience that you've been through on these 35 years of living?
Well, it might have been tonight.
What happened tonight?
Going to, don't you worry, child.
What? Do you think I'm attractive?
Yes.
Okay, what would you rate me out of 10?
9.5.
Okay, if you weren't married, could I take you home with me?
Yeah, maybe.
You know, that's actually super polite, you know. She's a little older, but still, you know, went out there, you know, just had a nice conversation, shot her shot. She was obviously looked, you know, not sober. But still, that was very nice, you know. I mean, if only, you know, more interactions could be like that, you know, very respectful.
Best thing someone can bring into a relationship?
Probably your mom. I'm just joking.
The weird part is, I don't know why so many people have these fantasies in their mind and they just post it on social media and just make up a whole entire story out of nothing. Well, I do know why. It's for the views. But still, the guy just looked at him. I don't think he was that shocked or scared. Just like, oh, okay, well, you really need all these? I mean, I don't know, man. It just comes from some sort of insecurity, man. If you really have to go out there and be like, yeah, man, ego lifting, yeah, whatever it is, man, it just comes from insecurity.
Almost there.
Bro! Now give me a kiss. Now you can go. What the fuck?
My goodness, almost snatched that man's soul out of his body the way she pulled so hard. Goodness gracious. That's a keeper, though. That's a real keeper.
Calling my girl my ex's name.
Love you, Chanel. I mean, Lola. Hey, I recorded that, man. It was a prank.
Yo, sir, do you want an early grave? Man, oh man. Oh man, but hey, you always gotta keep her on her toes. That was smart. Now she'll never be too comfortable.
So I came to Rolling Loud day 3, and I met a little guy that asked to take me on a taco date. So we walk to the taco truck, get our tacos. Ladies,
Word of advice, if he's broke, leave him alone. His card declined. 3 times. Not 1, not 2, not... Oh wait, 3.
My name is Devon.
Okay, that's probably a troll, that's probably a skip, but even still, even if it wasn't, man, hey, they both took it very well. He just took it very well. Now, the thing is, though, I wouldn't really like someone putting my face out there and putting my whole entire identity out there and, like, trashing me, my name and stuff like that. That gets way too normalized in society now, to clown your significant other, to clown someone you don't like or clown somebody you're with and make them look like a fool online. But, I mean, hey, man. Bro, I'm telling you, man, if you're an attractive person, that's it. Your life, that's it, man. You could literally just make it in life just because of your beauty. That's actually honestly insane. You see something like this? She got backstage passes just for looking good, man. And that happens a lot more than you guys think. And it reminds me of the time when even the guy who had that mugshot and now he's a Fashion Nova model, that guy, he's living a life too, and he's a guy. So, man or woman, if you look good, man, and you can use that to your advantage, you will never be broke. People will always want to see you. You're just a spectacle to behold. So, honestly, man, the best way you can do is just make sure you look as good as possible, get in shape, you know. That's really what you got to do if you want to live that certain lifestyle.
I respect men who don't buy me drinks. I mean, okay, it's the
I don't
vibe.
respect any man. At all.
Don't buy me a drink, don't speak, and I'll be happy.
We all know it's gonna happen 10 years later, guys. We all know it's gonna happen. Oh, I'm so lonely. I can't find a good, nice guy. What's going on? I'm a nice girl. All this stuff is gonna keep rolling, and we know. We've seen the movie so many times. The weird part is that so many people see that and they still walk down the same path. Like, you see someone making a mistake and you still make the same exact mistake. Like, why? Like, what? Like, I don't understand, man. It's like seeing all your friends out there. They're all doing crazy stunts and doing backflips on skateboards. They all break their legs. Now you go and do the same thing. You break your leg too? Bro, like, I guess some people are just destined for this path. It just has to be.
What percentage of men in this country make over $400,000?
I would say maybe 2 to 4%. Probably not a lot.
1.
Okay.
1%. What is a man who making the kind of money you're talking about making? What do those men typically want from a woman?
Youth, beauty. That's probably it. I wouldn't say submission.
No, the number one thing that men like that tend to want is cooperation. And a man who's making $400,000 a year, at what age do you think men make that legally?
Well over 35.
Well over 35. Men hit that financial stride between 45 and 55. Are you prepared to marry a man that's 45 years old or older?
No.
So you're a delusional black woman.
Rest in peace, Kevin, man. But, like, this is what my brain can't comprehend, or it doesn't make any sense. Like, you even know how delusional you are. Like, it's crazy how she saw how delusional she was. She's like, oh, I don't want to date somebody who doesn't make $400K a year, but they can't be over 45 or 55. But it's just like, do you understand? Like, it's like people are living in a fantasy world. Do you understand how much money $400,000 a year is? Like, bro, that is insane. That is the 1% of America. Because keep in mind, America is 1% of the world. So you're the 1% of the 1%. Like, that is insane. How people really, it's like when you live in such a great first world country, it's just, you just get so spoiled. It's just how it is, man. And people like that, they never won't know their delusion. They'll live alone forever, and then they'll realize they'll never realize why they live the life that they live, man. It's like people need to be humbled, man. I'm just so tired of seeing this all the time. So many people, so many women out there saying, I better get a man who makes $1 million a year, but then you just sit at home at your mom's house in the basement. Like,
I think has it harder in life, men or women?
Oh, I think men.
Men?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they have less emotional support, I find. Women have their kind of circles who they stick to. And men are normally the breadwinners, so it's harder for them.
So do you think a man should provide?
To a certain extent.
Wow, this is a pleasant surprise. Let's go. Someone who actually understands the way the game works, man. It's so true. Like Bill Burr said it best. When something happens to a woman, everybody cries, everybody cares. When it happens to a guy, they just laugh at it. It's just like, bro, like what the heck, man? Like it's just true. There's a lot more support for the other gender. It's just how it is.
No, teach me how to scam.
You wanna do it?
Yeah, I wanna Fendi bag, bro. They don't be buying shit.
Did I?
No.
Obviously, you have to date them.
Ew.
Look, man, honestly, in life, you just gotta understand there's some low quality people. Like, there's some people who are just low quality, who have no compassion, who just want to do that. And even if she's joking, I don't even think I don't think she's even joking. Like, it's crazy, man, how someone can just go out there. It's just insane how this world is.
What's the most expensive thing you bought for your kitchen that doesn't work?
You send your mom to jail for $50 million for a year, but you can't tell her why.
Immediately. Frankly, I would do it for free.
Yeah, y'all give me.
How much do you earn a month?
Working on McDonald's store, I earn £9.90 an hour.
Do you work full time or part time?
I'm also well educated. I've got a degree in English literature.
Okay.
So basically, that's it. You just gotta meet my family and that's it.
Isn't it crazy how someone could just literally ask you how much you earn a month and not see how rude that is and disrespectful that is? Like, if someone asks that, like, just leave. Someone literally asks you, like, even on the first date, how much do you make a month? Just leave. Because we know why they're asking that. Like, we know why you're asking that. Why that should not matter at all. As long as he's not a bum and his bills are paid, what is the problem here? Even if you make $60,000 a year, that is great money. Like $60,000 a year, you can live off of that 100%. Like, I don't understand why this infatuation with riches and success. Now, it's great, don't get me wrong, but there's like an obsession with it. And it's okay to be obsessed with it if you're actually earning it yourself and putting in the work. But if you're not earning it yourself, you're just obsessed with getting someone else who's already rich, you're just a leech at that point.